What if I told you that one of America's most legendary muscle cars has just been reborn, packing modern tech, jaw-dropping speed, and a design that feels both futuristic and nostalgic at the same time? The 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner isn't just another release. It's a statement that muscle cars aren't going anywhere. But here's the twist. Does this revival truly honor the Roadrunner's iconic past, or is it just another name slapped on a modern shell? Stick around, because by the end of this review, you'll know whether this car is worth the hype, or just another missed chance. The name Plymouth Roadrunner might take you straight back to the golden age of American muscle cars, a time when raw power, bold styling, and an unmistakable presence ruled the roads. Now, after decades away, Plymouth is bringing the Roadrunner back for 2026. This isn't just another retro throwback. It's a bold attempt to merge old-school muscle with modern technology, aimed squarely at enthusiasts who crave that classic American performance while still demanding today's comfort, safety, and connectivity. The Roadrunner's comeback couldn't have come at a more interesting time. But here's the big question. Can this new version live up to the legendary name it carries? Let's take a closer look. From the very first glance, the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner makes its intentions clear. The wide, aggressive stance, the sculpted hood lines, and the signature Roadrunner badging give it that unmistakable muscle car attitude, but this time with a sharper modern edge. The LED headlights are slim and menacing, while the rear light bar stretches across the back in a way that feels both futuristic and distinctly American. It's the kind of car you notice instantly in a parking lot, and more importantly, the kind you remember. Step inside, and the surprise continues. Instead of the stripped-down interiors muscle cars were once known for, the new Roadrunner offers a driver-focused cockpit packed with tech. A massive digital cluster blends seamlessly with the center touchscreen, giving you real-time performance data, navigation, and entertainment at your fingertips. Yet Plymouth didn't forget its roots. There are still nods to the original model. From the stitching pattern on the seats to the subtle throwback logos etched into the dash. It's a fusion of heritage and modern luxury, meant to appeal to enthusiasts who want performance without sacrificing comfort. Now, let's talk performance, because this is where things get really interesting. Under the hood, the Roadrunner is offered with two engine options. A naturally aspirated V8 that delivers raw, old-school power, and a hybrid-assisted variant that boosts horsepower while also improving fuel efficiency. The base V8 pumps out over 500 horsepower, while the hybrid system pushes the numbers even higher, giving the Roadrunner acceleration times that rival today's top sports cars. Plymouth claims a 0-60 time in the low 4-second range, and while we'll test that later, on paper, it's clear this car is built to compete with the Mustang GT and Dodge Challenger head-on. Handling is another story. The suspension has been tuned for a balance of everyday comfort and track-ready sharpness. Add in adaptive driving modes, eco, sport, and track, and you've got a car that feels just as capable on the open highway as it does on winding back roads. Braking is handled by massive Brembo brakes, giving drivers confidence when all that power needs to come to a sudden stop. But of course, no car is perfect. While the Roadrunner delivers serious muscle, the hybrid model comes with extra weight, which could affect handling in tight corners. And while the interior is a massive step up from its predecessors, some enthusiasts might find the tech-heavy cabin a little too modern compared to the raw simplicity of classic muscle. Still, what makes the 2026 Roadrunner so fascinating is the balance it tries to strike. Heritage versus progress, nostalgia versus innovation. And that's what keeps us asking, is this the true revival of an American icon? Or is it something entirely new? Stick around because we're about to dive into the real-world highlights and drawbacks, and there are a few surprises waiting, especially when it comes to pricing and performance numbers you might not expect. And here's where things get real. The moment of truth behind the wheel. From the instant you press the start button, the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner makes its presence felt. The V8 roars to life with that deep, unmistakable growl muscle car fans crave, while the hybrid-assisted variant adds a futuristic whine that almost feels like a supercar hiding under the hood. On the road, acceleration is nothing short of breathtaking. 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds feels brutal, pinning you to the seat as the tires fight for grip. But it isn't just about straight-line speed. The real shock comes when you push it through corners. Past Roadrunners were notorious for being powerful but clumsy, raw muscle with little finesse. This one? It grips harder, stays flatter, and responds quicker than most of us expected. It doesn't feel like a revival, it feels like a reinvention. Suddenly, this isn't just a nostalgia play. It's a legitimate contender in today's performance market. Of course, no climax is without its twist. That hybrid system, while powerful, does add weight you can feel in tighter turns. The steering, while precise, still lacks some of the road feedback purists love. And then there's the price. Positioned higher than many expected, it could push some buyers toward rivals like the Mustang or Challenger instead. But here's the bottom line. The Roadrunner's return is not just a headline grabber, it's a shockwave through the muscle car world. It proves that heritage can be honored without being trapped in the past. The real question is, does that make it the best value muscle car of 2026, or does the competition still hold the crown? So after spending time with the 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner, here's the truth. This isn't just a name revived from the past. It's a bold reimagining of what an American muscle car can be today. The strengths are undeniable. Aggressive styling that turns heads everywhere it goes, a powerful engine lineup that delivers both nostalgia and modern efficiency, and handling that finally makes the Roadrunner more than just a straight-line sprinter. Add in a tech-filled interior and safety features that rival today's best sports sedans, and you've got a package that feels surprisingly complete. But let's be honest, it isn't perfect. The hybrid model's added weight may turn off purists. The cabin's tech-heavy design could feel too modern for those chasing raw, old-school vibes, and the higher-than-expected price tag will make some shoppers think twice. So who is this car really for? If you're an enthusiast who grew up idolizing muscle cars and you want something that blends heritage with everyday usability, the Roadrunner will feel like a dream reborn. If you're younger, looking for a performance car that makes a statement while still fitting into a modern lifestyle, the hybrid variant might be the sweet spot. On the flip side, if affordability or pure, stripped-down simplicity is what you're after, a Mustang or Challenger may still give you more bang for your buck. In today's US market, where EVs are rising and performance cars fight for survival, the Roadrunner proves there's still room for muscle. More importantly, it sets the tone for how iconic names can return without being stuck in the past. So here's the big question. Is the 2026 Roadrunner the rebirth of an American legend, or the first chapter in an entirely new story for muscle cars? I'd love to hear what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if this is the muscle car you'd buy. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more deep dive reviews, and hit that bell so you never miss what's coming next.